Soda?
Yeah. The 2 big bottles, or do we put them away somewhere?
I think you should put them away somewhere. Um, so anyway, I'm ready to talk more about my problems with going on. Me and Dad are making pancakes, chocolate chip pancakes. So, one time for a whole week, Paul from Mom's family, Uncle Paul, who is also Paul the asshole, who is Paul, who kind of made my 2 front teeth one back on my 6th birthday. So when I was 5, the year was 2003, and this was the first few weeks we were living in the first Metro house. Paul and Vinny, Mom and Vinny decided to go there, and they were gone for a whole week. So Paul was laughing at us and, well, literally abusing us. And I remember he kept us for the whole week. He threw us down, pushed us down the stairs for the whole week, like the whole week, and stuff like that. And for me, I don't know about AJ, but for me, he did more abuse for me than AJ, because AJ was down most of the time. And for me, I don't know about AJ, but for me, he hit me in the head with a crowbar for the whole week, and it was really painful. And and he'll be in the hell as I am. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sick from remembering this for the whole weekend. Another thing he did for the whole week was threw a hammer at my head and went injured and hit the brain. Once a day it happened for the whole week. Then the next week, which was Sunday, Mom and Vinny got back, and Paul blamed the whole thing on us. And I decided to tackle Paul and brought a hammer, decided to tackle Paul, get the stairs, and throw him down the stairs with me. And I brought a hammer downstairs. When I was going downstairs, I brought a hammer down the stairs, and I decided to do it and beat him in the head with a hammer. And Vinny stopped me and decided to. Mom asked to stop that. It was a hard way that I was doing it, and started to stop that. And Vinny decided to be the big hero and say there's nothing this. And then him and Paul pushed me with the head and let go of my arms and pushed me down the stairs. And the same thing to AJ. AJ was asking Mom why was she letting them do this, because she said because we were misbehaving is why she's letting it happen, why she's allowing this. Paul and Vinny to do this. I'm waiting for some of your free soda, Rose. Okay? And this happened when I was 5, and AJ was AJ 7 when I was 5, or was he 8 when I was 5? AJ was 7 and I was 5 then. He hung most of that week at Jared's when Paul was abusing me. Anything is that staying right by my side, and I to make sure that Paul didn't pull anything funny, and he was laughing the entire time he was abusing me and AJ. Paul was. And so it went to a point where I got on Friday. Friday I was afraid to leave the room, but Paul just threw the hammer in my head anyway. You know. He did each once a day, and laughed, and I told you about like that he threw the hammer on my head and landed it inside my into my skull and it hit the brain a little. The spinning breed you said the skull is an inch thick, right?
Yeah. Maybe less than that.
Huh?
It might be less than that.
Did I?
Yeah.
So it might have definitely hit the brain, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, every time that Paul threw a hammer at my head, he ran down the stairs and laughed on the way out of the house. And I remember the time he hit me in the head with a fire extinguisher. I landed on the floor, and the time he hit me in the head with fire, I landed on the floor. He kept on beating me with the fire extinguisher and 12 hours just for each separate time. Then the same goes for the hammer. Time he beat me in the head with the hammer. I told you he beat me in the head with the hammer, right? And the time that he threw a hammer at my head, the same hammer that he used to beat me with, I went flat down on the floor and collapsed. And I woke up with it was a hammer on the floor in my head for the entire week that happened. I'm kind of freaking out, Dad. But Miss Comey, understand on this why not remaining calm?
Yeah.
I told you this was when I was 5, right? I told you that, right? And you were 7 in 2003, right? I think the hammer hurt more than a crowbar. A lot more because it hit it hit the brain a bit. And it trying to chip my skull a little. Can you not eat so fast when you get sick? Oh, I got some cream soda on my forehead. And that's all I can remember by.